We didn't get your name. What was your name?
Marianne.
Mariana, Juliana, Roland, and what's your
And
dad's?
Lotta.
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 We're here in, wait, what town are we in now?
Dorfprozelten.
Dorfprozelten. Rainy, rainy morning.
Yes.
You're off to do a little hiking today, right? Maybe.
Maybe.
We're going to try and get some riding in, so. Okay, well, it was really, really wonderful meeting you
Yes.
and chatting with you.
Yeah.
And thanks for your help on
Yes.
some of the German words, and cheers.
Cheers.
Okay, leaving our lovely inn here in a town that I cannot pronounce.
The town of roosters and chickens.
Yes, it's promising to be a rainy and cold day, but we're dressed for it, and I think we'll have a lovely day.
I think so. Happy trails.
Happy trails. Okay, leaving town to the sound of dropping walnuts and chestnuts and the noon bell right along the Main River here. Very wet, but if it's raining just a tiny little bit. It's cold, but we're dressed for it. I've got my back bag wrapped in plastic there. Trash bag from the hotel. Hopefully that'll keep it dry, but right now it seems like the wind's gonna pull it off.
Good morning. We are leaving the nice little inn that we were staying at with 4 roosters and a bunch of chickens, and they made their presence known, but they are adorable. Had a good time. It was a good room. It was set up very well and comfortably. We stayed there for 2 days and got some good sleep, good rest, good food, met some good people. It was a nice send-off from the good people and the nice chickens. It's the little things. Anyways, it should be a decent day. It's probably going to rain a little bit, but it's okay. We're dressed for it. It's not the wetness we worry about. It's the temperature, and it shouldn't be too bad. So long as we don't get too wet, we should be all right. We'll see how far we get today. Happy trails.
There's no doubt about it. It's a chilly morning. Very chilly indeed. And we're going to see just how well we can do. It's probably 47, 48 degrees, misty, raining a little bit. We're going to see how much of this we can stand. So how's it feeling right now, babe?
Feels like fall.
Feels like winter. It's not like the second day of fall where we come from.
Nope.
This is definitely a chilly spell that we're going through here. The last 5 days, I think we've been able to get 1 day of riding in.
Yeah.
So it's been really, really frustrating, pissing us off. This weather has been shite lately. No two ways about it. It's in the mid-40s or so, feels colder.
I like how you use German profanity. When we get to Italy, I could use the Italian profanity.
Good, that'll work. Yeah, quite misty. Definitely getting wet, but should be able to keep dry with the warmth of our bodies if it doesn't get too much worse. It's getting hard to see out of these glasses.
If we ever needed an introduction to the climate in Central Europe, we certainly received it on this tour. This part of Germany averages 8 days of rain in September, the least in any month, which is why we planned our tour for this time of the year. That's still a lot of rain by any standard, but during our journey through Germany, we got a lot more than 8 days. And while the highs should be around 70 degrees Fahrenheit, perfect for cycling, we were now dealing with temps in the high 40s. And the cold and damp was beginning to take a toll. We'd begun today's ride with a positive attitude, but it wasn't long before we were chilled to the bone.
Here's a little barge getting ready to enter the locks here on the Main. major navigable waterway, as small as it looks. It carries traffic across the continent, connects up to the canal that goes down to the Danube and connects the whole continent. We're right along the railroad tracks here. So if it gets rough, there's always these little tunnels, little underpasses that we could probably always hide under.
So we soldiered on, making the best of our lot. There's no doubt that there is a special beauty in these kinds of conditions, and we took in the landscape around us, the low-hanging clouds, the glowing saturated meadows rising out from the dark shadows, and of course, the silvery river mine, never far from view.
You know, as soon as you stop, you can feel the rain. But you can't stop for long because it just gets too damn cold. Sorry, gals. Excuse us. Excuse us.
We didn't make many miles before we reached Wertheim, with its towering castle lording above, but I can assure you, it felt like a lot.
Yeah, Wertheim Castle. There you go.
We crossed the mine to a gothic and gloomy panorama. Wertheim seemed to be a fitting spot to begin our next chapter, the romantic road. We rode into town without a plan, and with our cell phones too damp to operate, so we found a bridge to hunker down, dry off, and weigh our options.
Yeah, we're under a bridge here trying to stay dry, trying to decide our next step. It's been about 10 miles, but
11 miles.
it's been
Every mile
11.2. It's been a very wet, cold ride for sure. We'll check the weather, check the hotel situation, and probably end up finding a room here. But for a minute, we can stay dry and get a little dry, and I can actually use the phone.
Yeah.
Because it's been too wet to really use. And I'm losing my way because the navigation doesn't work. Once it gets wet, it just keeps getting funky on me. Anyway, I think we found a room. I'm going to check it out. It's a little early, but they say it stopped raining, but it sure has not stopped raining. So I don't know what they're talking about. And we'll try again tomorrow. Hope for the best for tomorrow, you know? It's a pretty town, though. Really nice. Boy, this is really pretty. Well, we found a really, really nice hotel with a very kind host. And she saw Julianna shivering out in the street. And she came to the door and said, "Come in, come in." And it just turned out that was the hotel that we had just booked. So now we're set. We dried off. We only got maybe 11 miles today, but we were pretty much freezing on the trail. It was lovely, but just so cold. It was like 48 degrees or something, and rainy the whole time, so we were wet. But we've got this lovely town, as you can see. It's a beautiful, beautiful little village, and we're on the Romantische Strasse now, following the Tauber River. We're hoping for better tomorrow. I think if it was dry tomorrow and still cold, I think we can do it. I think it's just going to be gorgeous. All we have to do is just get a little bit of warm weather, and we'll be great. So here we are. I don't know when I've seen a more fairy tale looking town. This place is just charming. It feels absolutely like a movie set, you know?
Since we had arrived into town quite early, we had the entire afternoon and evening to get acquainted with this gem of a town. We even had energy to climb up to the castle, where to our delight we found a sumptuous meal at a cozy restaurant.
All right, so this is Julianna's very first time dining in a castle.
In a real castle. It's beautiful.
And especially nice since it is so damn cold outside.
I know.
We got a little fire going over there. That's nice.
I feel like I need my princess dress.
Yeah, there you go.
We are having dinner in a beautiful castle. First course I'm having is garlic pepper soup. It smells amazing.
It was amazing, as was the rainy walk back into town. All things considered, it had been a glorious day. Before heading down the trail, we decided to give the town one last look. And what are these colorful zwergs all about? Well, glad you asked. They're a bit of participatory art entitled The Optimist Project, created by the renowned German sculptor Ottmar Hori. They cheerfully greeted us on our way into town, and now on our way out.
Well, the weather situation has improved considerably. Still cold and gray, but chance of rain is greatly diminished. We're on the path after a very warm and cozy stay at a nice hotel run by a very kind host. And we are now officially on the Romantische Strasse, the romantic road, the old Roman road. Looks like we're gonna have a really nice ride. Cold, but very, very nice. So here we go on a new chapter on our fraught but beautiful journey. And there's those lovely smells of the wet forest. Oh man, so good, so good, just so pretty. Our first mile out of Wertheim. So lush, so kind of idyllic. Still very, very wet, but not getting the mist or the rain or any of that stuff. Don't know how far we'll take it today, so we're just heading south, heading towards Rothenburg. We won't make that far today, and it's going to be a bit of a climb. You can see ahead, climbs are coming. We'll have some climbing to do today.
But with the climbs also came the descents, and for the first time in a while, we were riding roller coaster hills, sometimes fighting gravity, sometimes gliding along weightlessly, speeding through a fairy tale forest on smooth, smooth tarmac. It had been a surprisingly cool end of summer, and signs of an early fall were everywhere.
Well, if we needed any reminder, it's autumn. So what do you think of the romantic road so far?
So far it's beautiful.
Yeah, it's really beautiful.
Very nice. It's a great trail.
It's got a lot of ups and downs.
Yeah. It's got rolling hills, but you know, the reward is always the downhill, right?
Oh, and I feel like a day where you get in the downhills makes it kind of a much better day, you know? I think we go left. Hold on. Wow, without a doubt, some of the nicest cycling I've ever done. This is just so wonderful. Some of the hills are a little steep, 6-8%, but you get the nice descents, and you just plunge into beautiful meadows and then back into forest. Smells so good. Nice little villages, farm fields. It's just fantastic. This roller coaster hills are really, really sweet. Some steep climbs. You tell how steep this is?
11%.
Alright, good to know.
I don't want to beat a dead horse, but did I mention how perfect this trail is? If you like flawless tarmac coursing through sublime European landscapes, and if you like some hills with your riding, but nothing that sucks the life out of you, the Romantic Road is a must-ride.
And there's the Tauber River, very muddy from all this rain, and not a big river, you know, certainly not navigable. Oh, what are we getting here?
On such a perfect riding day, the only thing worse than a flat slowing your roll is having valve issues, or pump issues, or both.
Yeah, riding through beautiful town, beautiful forest. And what happens? Roland gets a flat tire. Got all our stuff out, bags off. Here's Roland trying to fix this thing. We got a new inner tube. Hopefully that will work, but the one here seems to be holding air. Not really sure why it went flat, but we're trying to get some miles in today, and all these damn inner tubes don't want to cooperate. It's always something.
And it could be this new pump. Julianna messed with the nozzle, and it seemed like it helped it. So it had something to do with the valve. So we're just trying to troubleshoot it. Maybe she's got it solved here. We're going to find out.
Fingers crossed.
Well, we got problems with the valve, we got problems with the pump, not sure which. Tire just doesn't seem to be holding much. Trying to get to the bike shop, which is only 5 miles away. I hope I've got enough air to make it 5 miles. Let's pray. Meanwhile, look at all that beautiful color. That's gorgeous.
The only bicycle mechanic we could find was 5 miles away in the town of Wertheim, and even though we felt like we needed to hurry, we enjoyed the ride as the scenery and the hills continued to take our breath away.
Just racing as fast as we can to get to this bike shop. Kind of looks like it's going to hold. Seems to be holding air, which is fantastic. A little better than it was. We got some help from a kind lady and her young son, who actually had a very small air pump. That one did the trick. Well, I guess we just need to replace our pump. I guess this one I got from Amazon just ain't no good. 3 more miles. On the edge of town, starting to think I should have called first. Hope they're open. It says they are, you know, but you can never really tell for sure. All right, well, we finally found this this place here. It's a guy who works out of his garage. A little bit out of town, but he fixed it up in about 3 minutes. So we are in good shape.
And
got
even
an
got
extra
a
tube.
spare tube.
Yeah.
Yep, that's good.
So thank goodness for that. Small miracles.
Never know what a day will hold.
And another crisis averted. All right. On to Tauber River. Yeah, I said it.
Best of luck. Good job.
But wait, there's one more thing.
I wanted to give you our card. We're YouTube stars, so.
Ah, okay. Cool.
Look us up on YouTube.
Thank you.
Thank you for your help.
Yeah, no problem. Bye.
Ciao.
That's how it's done.
Our Chief Marketing Officer, Julianna Henley. Well, Julianna Lepek, I don't know.
Takes some getting used to, doesn't it?
Tell you what, this whole Bavaria thing, pretty damn beautiful. I just love it. It's just so lush, so green, lovely little hills. I just wish it was about 15 degrees warmer. Nice little park here off the Tauber. We stopped, used the bathroom, got a little bit of something, a little snack. We're gonna head on to Bad Mergentheim now that my tire is fixed and we're ready to roll. Very pretty little place. And look at this, like swinging rest seats. It's just amazing how well they take care of their park users. I'm impressed. All right, on to Bad Mergentheim. Here we go. Juliana's double gloved, and she's got her booties on.
Hello.
And she's putting on another layer as well. Just extra layering. It is chilly out here. It's a cool day, but at least it's not wet. So something to be said for that. All right, here we go.
Even though it seemed we had ridden a good while, we still had most of our ride ahead of us. The cool temperatures probably helped our pace, and we sailed through pretty villages with their onion-domed churches and past bountiful apple orchards. The sky hung heavily, but we enjoyed a rainless afternoon.
It's a banner year for apples here in Germany. Nice little orchard and some hops. There's hops and so much fruit. You live off the apples that we ride over. Loving this day. This is a beautiful, beautiful day. The route through here has been lined with apple trees and apple orchards. And the smell of the apples is overwhelming in a good way. Just so sweet and fragrant. I just love it. Love these onion dome churches.
In Tauber Bischofsheim, Juliana had some banking matters to attend to while I waited outside in the early autumn colors. And then we hustled onward through more idyllic landscapes, enjoying every one more than the last. Days like this, the scenery itself is fuel for the ride.
How pretty that is. Lovely little bridge too. After you, baby. Tauber, I'm seeing the beautiful Tauber River. Very muddy at this point still from all that rain. Unterballbach. Take a right here. Strasse. Smell that fireplace? Somebody's got the wood burning. A little wildflower patch. Well, it's a chilly afternoon. I got the nip in my ears and my fingers.
How are your toes?
Toes, a little cold, a little chilly, just starting to get chilly. There's the sign for Bad Mergentheim, our stop for the night.
You know what I love about this place? There's apples and pears and acorns and chestnuts, and there's just so much food for wildlife.
Yeah,
It's everywhere,
it is.
and it makes for such a healthy population, of wildlife.
Yes, indeed.
Birds, deer. The deer need the nuts, the starch and the sugar. That's how they survive the
Yep.
winter.
Bad Mergentheim off to the right.
When we finally reached Bad Mergentheim, we were surprised to find a rather bustling town, bigger than we expected.
Go right over here. Stadthotel Mia. Yep. Yes.
We found our hotel, and after clearing up some miscommunications from Booking.com, we walked into town for dinner, through a steady rain which finally came. I think we're going to love this romantic road.
Yes.